Hey guys, my name's Sam and welcome to the Driving Home Reviews podcast. This is a podcast that features mine and my girlfriend Hannah's unfiltered, spoiler-filled thoughts about films we've just seen on the drive home. Just a heads up, there's a lot of strong language, full spoilers, obviously, and a lot of comments about what we see on the road, so we hope you enjoy. For this week's episode, we went and saw Halloween Kills, or Halloween 2, or Halloween however many bloody sequels there have been. It's the sequel to Halloween, the one that came out in 2018, which in itself is a sequel to Halloween 1970 something or other. It's got Jamie Lee Curtis and basically everyone back from the first film, as well as some like other people from the first film apparently, but whatever, So did we think it was any good, or did we think it was just a little bit more bloody Halloween sucks? Am I right? Yeah. Right. Anyway, let's find out. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, that was actually Wait, hold on.
I didn't like what?
You go.
It started off okay, and then it rapidly went downhill.
It was so fucking stupid. It made no fucking sense. I was
really
just like,
stupid.
What?
It was really fucking stupid.
It was so fucking dumb. Oh my god. I mean, I know what you mean. Like, it started out
okay,
fine, I guess.
like
that really weird throwback straight away to the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm right in thinking that took place right at the end of the first film, wasn't it?
I think so, because I've only watched the OG Halloween, and then obviously the
remake.
The remake one that came
sequel
out last year.
Yeah. And then this one.
So
yeah, same. So I
don't really know much, but I do recall the scene, when he's outside the house and they're all just beating the shit out of him. I do remember that scene.
So, yeah, I don't remember any of that.
I think.
But then I could.
Then I don't know if maybe I've
we
just
watched
picked it up from somewhere else, or
I'm pretty sure we watched it fucking ages ago as well, didn't we?
What, the first one?
Yeah.
No, we watched it last year before this new bunch came out.
I thought we watched the new one, but not this new one. The new one before. I could have sworn we watched that at your mum and dad's. Because I thought
that only came out last year. Oh, wait, no, it didn't.
No, it came out when we were in Australia, mate. I think. It's 2018, I think.
Oh, that would make sense where it said 2018.
But yeah, it definitely we defo watched the first one last year. Did we?
Yeah, because we watched that and we watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
And we watched Friday the 13th as well, didn't we?
Yeah. Because we were saying about how Halloween's kind of
still scary.
Yeah. Whereas the others aren't so much.
Yeah.
That definitely was last year during lockdown for sure, wasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't watch the first that first one last year. Because I don't remember a fucking thing about that film.
Well, yeah.
I was like, the only thing I knew is that he was caught in a house on fire at the end.
Yeah.
That's just because it was in every fucking trailer. Here's the thing that annoyed me the most, because shockingly, we go to the cinema quite a lot. The thing that annoyed me the most was I'd seen the trailer for it. We've seen the trailer for this so many times.
Have we?
I'm sure we must have.
We can't have at the cinema. It's 18.
Well, yeah, but the trailer will be at 15. But then we've seen a lot of films recently that were 18s.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen the trailer for this that much. Maybe you've seen it on other things.
Yeah, it might be. It's probably fucking YouTube adverts, isn't it?
Yeah, because I feel like I haven't seen that trailer that much, to be fair.
Yeah, all I've seen is about the fucking firefighters, the house on fire, and him just walking out, and them showing how he survived. And I was like, I've seen this, I know.
Yeah.
And then that fucking one line of dialogue that the guy from Hill House and Mystery Island.
Oh yeah. Crazy Joe.
Yeah, Crazy Old Joe. And then they go, oh, he's going straight from there till like his
Like
old
an
house.
arrow.
And I was like, so for the whole film, I was sat there like, are you like, what? Are you not dumb? I was like, have you not seen the trailer that you're in? Have you not seen the trailer for your own film?
You've not seen the trailer for this film.
I was like, oh god, it's just so fucking stupid.
It was really, really stupid.
Oh my god.
Like,
So
you
I quite enjoyed the one before this, Halloween.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the original.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the original because it was 70s. And I mean, it's just a good film. It's a good film. And I liked the remake. It was, sure, it was cheesy. But I'm like, it felt like it came from a place, you know me. I always like when a film's written sincerely and done by people who like the film. And it felt like the first one of this was like, it was a sincere attempt at like a one-off film that just needed to come out for whenever time. You know, I didn't remember. I remember watching it thinking, okay, yeah, ended, happy, cool. That's the end of it. Like, you know.
It didn't need to be a whole like trilogy thing. Because I feel like that film we just watched was like a filler. Because obviously the next part in the trilogy is going to be him and Jamie Lee Curtis like having it out with each other. Again. And it's like, well, you might as well have just cut this film out because
it's pointless.
It's literally pointless. I didn't care about the characters. I was like, cool, kill them all off. Don't give a shit. They're all dickheads anyway.
I was rooting for Michael Myers to kill more people.
Yeah, me too. And I actually felt bad for him at the end when they were all like beating the shit out of him. I was like, oh.
And then when they all got killed, I was like,
yeah, like really, guys.
Good. I was like, you're a bunch of fucking dickheads.
Yeah. How have you managed that as well? You're all standing there with weapons in your hands, and he's taking you out one by one. Like, what?
Honestly, I don't know if they've put something in the water supply for that town. Because that's just made people the slowest people in the world. It made no fucking, like...
All the bits in the hospital as well pissed me off.
That was the weirdest...
Every single bit, I was like... Ugh.
It was the weirdest subplot thing. Like you said, filler.
Yeah.
I don't know if because I know
that good filler, not like, because you know, like Two Towers is a filler film, but it's good.
But it does enough. Well, it's entertaining for starters. It gives you a bit of character development about people who you actually give a shit about, and also has one of the best like battle scenes.
Well,
ever. But you know, but like,
yeah, like this didn't. I didn't feel like I gained any more from this film.
It felt like this. It felt like they took a scene and just dragged it out over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The longest hour and a half. I was sat there and I was like, this is a 90-minute-ish film.
Yeah.
How has this felt so long and so boring at the same time? I was like, because usually a horror film, it flies by a clip, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And you can usually pinpoint, you're like, right, okay, I know where we're going. I don't know if it's because they decided to carry it on of the same night.
Yeah, so it made it feel like
even longer.
And then the next one will be even fucking longer.
The next one will be from 3 a.m. till 5 a.m. on Halloween night. Or some shit like fucking. But, oh god, yeah. The unnecessary flashback to the 80s, 70s. Fine. Really boring, but sure.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't... Well, I was sat there and I was like, is this from Halloween 2?
It might have been.
Have I missed it? Or...
Yeah,
because I mean, if it wasn't, they did a great job making it look like the 80s, 70s.
They really did, yeah.
Because I know because I know when films try to make them look like the 70s, sometimes they look like fucking dog shit.
Yeah, but I feel like the costume and stuff was.
Yeah, the hair was what got me.
And I felt like it had like a grainy quality about it.
Yeah, and like just the light, the way, Yeah, fair play to him for doing that.
Yeah.
Cool. Unnecessary, because I don't think anyone thought, you know who I really cared about from the first Halloween, or Halloween 2018? This balding old white sheriff man.
Yeah.
Who's, quite frankly, it didn't fucking matter. Who gives...
I love how...
Unless we missed something really integral in the 2018 one, and we just don't remember it.
Yeah.
Because that might just be the case.
We'll go... Because maybe I don't remember then. You know the bit when he was like, oh, it's all my fault, it could have been over, and then, like, he stopped the policeman from, like, shooting Michael Myers, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, do you really think that they wouldn't have been able to kill him then anyway? Like, even if they had all shot him, he probably wouldn't have died. So, you know, it's not really
Your fault.
your fault. Like, he would have survived that anyway.
Plus, any other number of policemen, the like 20 who were surrounding him, could have shot him anyway.
Yeah.
It's all equally their fault. I guess maybe well, no, because I was like, I guess maybe because he shot his police mate in the neck. But then that didn't really accomplish anything because he still went outside anyway. Like, he wouldn't have been able to... I mean, for starters, what the fuck is Michael Myers made of?
Right? Well, he's made from fear, apparently. Or whatever the fuck she was saying at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry, but a shotgun to the head, remove the head, cut his fucking head off.
Cut his head off.
And then see if he gets back up again.
Yeah.
Blow his brains out,
right.
So they're like just smushed on the fucking side. And then you'll see that he's just a bloke. He's a very tough fucking bloke. I'll give
stop
it.
just trying to stab him. Like.
Yeah.
He's a very tough bloke.
I'll give him that. He's been fucking...
And considering how old he must be as well.
Well, yeah, because what did they say? So the original...
He was 6.
He was 6 when he stabbed it in, what was it, like 63 or something?
Yeah.
And then, so what, 78, he would have been...
So that means he's like 60 odd then.
Yeah, fair play. He's a tough old cookie. I'm just trying to remember the plot, but I'm like, it wasn't really a plot, was there?
Well, there was that bit, and then there was like the flash forward, and then Jamie Lee Curtis was in the hospital, and then they were all, oh, you killed my dad, which I don't remember.
I think because you know when they showed the outside of the flaming house and that head was just like lit up, I think that might have been the dad. I can't really remember.
Yeah, I don't remember the dad.
No, I think
dying really.
I get it. Yeah, got killed at some point.
Oh yeah.
But I did think, I was like, she's being very like the wife is being really sad, and then I was like,
yeah, because when she was washing her hands and she was touching her ring and stuff, wasn't she?
Because I thought it was a mum's ring, and I was like, hey, you're good. It's like, blood's washing off absolutely fine. The husband's fine. And then she's like, oh, my dad's dead. I was like, oh yeah, maybe not then. I guess he ain't alright.
And then, you know, they were at that bar with the doctor and the nurse. And
oh god, it's so fucking dumb.
And then they
oh, it's just so stupid.
threw in the bit about the guy that had escaped the mental asylum.
Yeah. Because I guess this now has an underlying plot of sheeple. I think it was just annoying.
Yeah, it was.
Also, police. You're the police. Like, arrest people.
Yeah.
Also, you're doctors.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck what is this mob mentality bullshit that's going on? Like, what
Yeah, the fact that the doctors and nurses were at like the front of the mob, and I'm like,
what? Like, they're doctors. Like, no.
I don't believe for 1 second.
That goes against their oath that they have to take, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But like,
I also love how she fucking Karen. I love that her name was Karen, by the way.
oh, was it actually Karen?
Yeah, her name was Karen.
Ah.
The fact that she was like, oh, I'm not going to let them hurt you, and then the second they come upstairs and start banging on the door, she just stands there.
And she goes,
I'm like, oh, you're doing a great job there, hun.
yeah.
Good job at protecting him.
Good job protecting him by locking him in somewhere.
Yeah, and letting just standing there and
What?
not even trying to reason with anyone.
Yeah, you just went,
And just
stop,
looking really sad.
stop,
Yeah.
no, stop
Oh,
it.
good job. No
no.
wonder he threw himself out the fucking window. Pissed me off.
It was just, like, it's just really poorly written.
Oh, it's really, bad. It's annoying me the more I think about it.
Yeah, it's really pissing me off,
I
that
wanted
film.
it.
Because I thought it was going to be good.
Yeah, because like we said, it started off really well with like, him going into the houses and killing the people, like the older couple. That was brutal.
I think they've just decided to write him more of a maniac than... Because he just killed people. He didn't, like, throw an old man over his fucking countertop and turn him into a knife holder.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was like, I don't remember.
That's not really Michael's character.
Yeah, I mean, coming from two people who have seen two films of the like, I don't know,
however many there
13
are.
or 14 Halloween films.
Yeah, maybe we're missing some bit. But
Yeah, but like, I just don't even remember in the first one. I was like, he was violent the way he killed people. I'm pretty sure he just killed them and left them. He didn't like fucking,
do stuff with
like we
their
said,
corpses.
turn them into a knife rack,
Yeah.
and then chain everyone up into a fucking in the playground
Yeah.
and move their bodies into specific weird things. I was just like, what?
Maybe as time's gone on, he's thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a bit of fun with this. Gonna get creative, like.
But, the thing that annoyed me is like people. It was like the characters in the film. Because I know they said, we're basically getting rid of all the other sequels every other Halloween film apart from the original Halloween doesn't count. It's like the writers of this film didn't tell any of the characters in this film that none of those films existed.
Yeah.
Because they were all so pissed off. I was like, this guy killed 3 people 40 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
why are you all being like, oh my god, oh no, yeah. Shut up. I'm like, fair enough, if all the other films had existed and they were like, oh, we've been through 13 sequels worth of murders, so we've had enough of this.
Yeah.
But like, he killed 3 people, and all the deaths that happened in the 2018 film you've not heard of because it's the same night.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? And I was just like, what's this weird sense of like, yeah, okay, I'm not obviously trying to say that, the survivors weren't traumatized by it, because I'm pretty sure they fucking were, because it's terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
But also, this one character that you've, like, it was just a weird thing, when they were like, here's all the people from the original.
Yeah.
Like, here's 2 of the kids. Here's one of the the nurses who was in the car for 1 second when she was with Michael.
Yeah.
And you're like,
It's really
I didn't give a flying
minor
fuck.
characters, Yeah.
Do you know who I didn't give a shit about? The kids from the first film. Like, oh wait, you already killed everyone from the original. So, like, just leave it. Like, you don't need to fucking, like, bring everyone back just for the sake of bringing.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it, yeah?
And like, they tried to make this really, like, I don't know.
Like, I get this,
make
like,
everyone care and be like, oh yeah, like, they were in the original.
yeah, and it was like, yeah, you've shown them. I don't care. Pardon me. But they weren't big enough characters.
No.
From, like I said, they were a kid, a nurse, no one really remembered, and I'm pretty sure one of the, because, what was it, 2 of the original kids were back, and then that nurse, and then that other kid must have just been a new kid, the one who was getting bullied in the 70s by that really ugly kid with the fucking pigtails. I'd have been like, fuck you, Uggo, you look like Shrek, like, I'm giving you my fucking candy.
Yeah.
And also, ginger kid, get fucked, you're ginger. Like, fuck off. I was like, no. I was like, These are the worst bunch of bullies, even if it's in the 70s.
Yeah.
But like, get like a fucking jock or something like that, you know? Not fucking bunch of uggos. No. Like, ugly kids can't be bullies because they're the bottom of the fucking food chain. It's not how it works. No.
When they're like that age, I feel like any kid can be a bully. Especially because they said that weren't they like siblings? So they're probably just little shits. Like fucking Wellards from Tracy Beaker or something.
Well, just everything about it pissed me off. Everyone apart from Michael Myers pissed me off in it.
Yeah, right.
Because I was like, mate, fair
the-
play, because you are coming up with some creative ways to kill people.
Yeah.
And you are relentless.
And I thought the daughter was okay until the end.
Until the end, when she just didn't shut the fuck up.
Screaming at him like,
That was the point that made me realise that everyone in this film is a fucking idiot. Well, I realised it quite early on. But then that was the point where I thought, there's got to be something in the water. No one reacts that slow to something. When you know there's a murderer in the house.
Why are you all going in?
Because, like, you know, she was there tending to the two people who were obviously dead.
Yeah.
She put the shotgun down,
Yeah.
including the torch. I was like, first of all, really? You've never fired a shotgun before in your life, and you're holding it with a flashlight in your hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like a pro.
All right, sure, because you're the badass bitch in quotation marks. Because you're not the same person that you were in the first film. Because you weren't there for 40 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Right, so yeah, and then obviously, you know, she goes in there, pulls out the knife out of one of the Big John, Little John, whatever they were called. They were a good pair.
They were a good pair.
Until they died.
Yeah.
And he got his
Again.
eyes pulled out.
Again.
Oh, that was fucking grim.
Fucking
Oh.
so stupid. That was grim. When it was in jelly. Why does it always go to jelly?
Yeah.
Also, going off of Don't Breathe 2, was he definitely dead? Because apparently that doesn't kill someone just poking their eyes out.
I mean, he seemed to.
Really get.
I think Michael went in a lot. I think he went a lot further than that, than Don't Breathe guy or whatever it was.
I think he was.
He looked like he was up to his fucking wrists in his eyes, wasn't he?
Than, you know,
Because it looked like it felt like it basically turned his head into a bowling ball. Essentially, hadn't he? Like his thumbs were in there, like they were tickling the brain.
Deep in. I think the brain was coming out.
And he stabbed him in the arm as well, didn't he?
Did.
So he got pretty fucked up, didn't he? Jesus Christ.
But yeah, again, a stupid pair of characters. Oh, Big John, I think there's someone in the house and it's not a child. Oh, and it's like, well, fucking leave then.
I'm sorry, there's big blood stains on the fucking door. Call the police! Call the police!
You've literally been banging on all night about the house that
Michael
you live
Myers,
in.
yeah.
I wonder who it could be. Fucking stupid
Also,
John.
how is no one checking Facebook for all these updates? Because someone would post about it on Facebook.
Yeah.
But, sorry, I digress. The fucking daughter. So she put the shotgun down, pulled the knife out of the guy, and then as soon as her fucking wimpy ass boyfriend and he fucking comes charging out the cupboard.
Yeah.
Fair play. Got me with that. I'll give you that. But when he goes, "Ah!" and then she Johnny, is there something wrong?
Yeah.
And she like puts the knife in her belt.
Yeah.
Picks the shotgun. No, she turns the music off.
That was it.
Picks the shotgun up and then the torch, and then she goes.
Oh.
After by this point he's been stabbed like 5 times as well. As he's like, oh fuck, ow, and you hear fucking Michael Myers like fucking thudding away down the fucking stabbing him like 5 times. Oh, is something going on? Oh my, and I was like, you have a fucking shotgun.
Oh wait, but I need this knife first.
But the annoying thing was,
turn the music off because I can't concentrate.
The most annoying. It's like you're not trying to park a car. Leave the music on. It's fine. And I was like,
that's not priority right now.
no. And then fucking, I was like, the door that you came through, Michael Myers, because it was like, so you went up the stairs. The immediate left was the room that she went into. To the right of that, there was that little like walkway corridor thingy, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Where her boyfriend was being stabbed and mutilated or whatever.
Yeah.
She just needed to look through the doorway and see it happening. You got a shot. All you do is poke around and go, oh fuck, bang, shoot him in the fucking head. He was busy stabbing your boyfriend, and then you come out like, hey, what's going on? And then he just goes, fucking slaps the shotgun away like it's nothing, and then you stab him like 6 times. Sorry, I'm being a bit very generous. Stab him at best twice.
Twice, I think it was, yeah.
And then he like slaps you up. Oh, that was it. He fucking dinged her off the fucking top of the door of the stairs,
yeeted her off,
and yeeted her down the stairs. And I was like, oof.
When she was going down, I was like,
oh yeah, proper fucking leg, didn't she? I was
sack
like,
of potatoes. Yeah, that was bad.
Owie.
That was a big old crack.
But God,
No.
mind the milk.
Oh no.
What, we got more milk?
I'm gonna have like 4 bottles to pound next week. Oh, my elbow.
Maybe they'll stop bringing them. So, like, this fuckers keep stealing our milk bottles.
Yeah, when are you gonna give some bottles back?
But yeah, I was like, you guys are just doing dumb shit just for the sake of keeping Michael Myers alive. Like,
Yeah, it was really dumb.
and I was like, this whole like mob mentality thing. It just pissed me off.
Also, yeah,
And then Laurie Strode was just in the fucking hospital. Those two's conversations were just so annoying. Oh, it's my fault. Oh, it's my fault. Oh, he's coming to get me.
Like, yeah.
Why do you think he's coming to get you? What makes you... Oh, no, it was because the doctor in the first one, like, set him off, didn't he? You know, they were like, oh, it's not that he gives a shit about you. It's that the doctor did it. No. And then that was it. But she was like, no, he actually just cares about me.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna come get me. I was like, he's not gonna know where the fuck you are.
Yeah, exactly. He's coming for me.
No, he's not. Shut up.
I mean, he probably is, because, you know, unfinished business and all that, and he hasn't actually fucking killed her yet.
But you know what annoyed me when they were like, oh, this is his plan. Oh, look at all the chaos. Oh, he knows exactly. I'm like, have you met him?
He's doing whatever the fuck he wants.
I was like, he's just killing people for fun.
Yeah. He hasn't got a, like, murder plan.
It's all these fucking idiots in the hospital who are going mental just on their own.
Yeah.
He's not even been near them.
No.
No one in the fucking...
Didn't go anywhere near the hospital.
No one in the mob saw him in the entire film.
No.
Like, none of them. And then they just happened to find him. Like, right at the end. And I was just like, where do you... I was like, he's not... Like, because I like Freddy Krueger is very, like, aware of everything, isn't he? You know? He's usually like, I'm going to fuck these kids' brains. And he's like, he's a master of showman. Like, you know, he's like the greatest showman of, like, horror films. Because he's like, you know, I'm not going to kill him straight away. I'm going to fuck with him a little bit. I'm going to get him really scared. Michael Myers is just a fucking, like...
Just a killing fridge, isn't he?
Yeah, he just keeps... He's a relentless murder machine.
Yeah, he's like, we'll fucking kill
I
you.
don't think he thought in the 2 years... It's not like when he was in the fire, he was like, that fucking bitch, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to whip this town into a terrifying frenzy. And then when everyone's really, really scared, I'm going to get them all going ACCA in the hospital for someone else entirely. And then I'm going to just stroll in and kill Laurie, because that's obviously where they're going to take her. And her surgery. Well, that was it, her surgery. Sorry, you got stabbed, like, quite severely in the stomach. That sort of surgery doesn't take an hour or a couple of hours.
No.
That'd be like a good, like, 5 to 6 hours worth of, like...
That would take a long time.
She wouldn't probably wake up till the next morning.
No.
But this, they're like, oh, well, you've got in and out in the same time it's taken Michael to get out of the fire. What? And you've come around. Oh, and you also managed to save the guy who got stabbed in the next life.
Yeah. Convenient, that.
Convenient, yeah. Even though he got stabbed like halfway through the first film.
Yeah, he'd been there for a long old time.
Dead as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
he would have been dead.
It just reeked of just like shit.
Fucking plot holes.
Yeah, and it was like
Convenience.
It was
What is
like
it? I don't know.
It was convenience. It was just
Yeah.
like,
I don't know the exact word I'm trying to think of, but like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of people who just kept doing dumb shit just to keep Michael Myers alive.
Yeah.
To keep Michael Myers alive and to make another sequel. Like you said, it felt like plotting.
Just big fat filler that didn't need to happen.
But
Didn't need to happen.
all that, everything that happened in this could have been half an hour of an episode
Yeah, exactly.
of a much better film.
100%.
Cut out this stupid mob mentality bullshit. Don't bring in all these other characters who played minor characters in the original and make us think we give a shit about them.
And then kill them all off anyway.
Yeah, and kill them off.
I'm like,
also,
oh no, that poor person, now they're dead. I
don't give a fuck.
I
I'm
don't
like,
care.
I feel like that's the point of like Halloween film. Michael Myers kills fucking everyone.
Yeah.
But like, you've also turned him into this just ridiculous thing. Because I'm like, how is he ever going to be killed other than literally being exploded with a bomb?
Yeah, they're going to have to decapitate him, for sure.
Yeah.
That head needs to come off.
And then maybe put a stick of dynamite in the head just to be sure.
Just, yeah.
Like, wouldn't hurt.
Actually set him on fire. Like,
Also,
witch style.
why do
On
people...
pyro
Yeah. Also, why do people not know that guns are, like, they're ranged weapons? You can fire them from a mile away. Because you get that old fucking fat, probably racist cop, don't you? And he was like, "You're gonna die," right at the end. And he fucking goes, he's got a bit of a shaky hand. And then he's like, "I'm gonna kill you, man." Shoot him then.
Yeah, get him
There's
then.
two or three people with guns.
Yeah. The fucking stupid lines that they kept coming out with as well. Evil dies tonight.
Oh my
And,
God.
What was the other one? Fucking
The boogeyman.
something like that.
It was just like everything. It felt like you're just gonna say all this in trailer. It felt like it was like every line was like they wrote it for a trailer. And like it's just more annoying because in the trailer they showed you everything. You knew Laurie survived. Like,
and you knew you survived too.
yeah,
Surprise.
You saw how he survived in the trailer. That was the most annoying thing. But then it's like, realistically, if you didn't have that fire bit where he kills all the firefighters, he wouldn't do anything for the rest of the film. He kills like those two old people, the other people from the original,
People in the car,
and then you don't see him for like half an hour because all these
then
fucking.
then he goes home, doesn't he?
Well,
And then
yeah, he goes home and he just
kills
stays there.
big and little what's their faces, and then
Also,
what would have happened if they Alison and her boyfriend and Crazy Joe hadn't gone to the house? Like, do you think he would have
I
just
think he
stood
probably
there?
would have just gone.
Just stood there and waited. Yeah, just chilled out
'Cause
in his old house.
I mean, Big John or Little John, whichever one was the one who survived, said, "Oh, hello, Michael. Oh, you've come home then."
Yeah.
And he turned around like, "Well, I better fucking kill you then."
Yeah. You're
Right.
in my house.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, fucker. But like, sorry, but you know that, like, the whole plan was that everyone splits up into teams and then they let each other know when they find Michael Myers.
Mm.
And like, fair enough, the initial group that got killed in the playground, because they didn't know he was there. You know, he ambushed them there. Fair enough.
Mm.
I love how she swung a bag of bricks. I was like, how convenient that there's just a pile of bricks. Oh my god! And where that woman shoots herself in the. Oh my god! Honestly, that was the closest someone got to killing him.
It was.
And then I bet he was just. I kind of wish that there was like some commentary, where like he kicked. So yeah, the woman goes to. Yeah, that was what annoyed.
Didn't it bounce off the door?
Yeah.
Didn't he like?
He kicked the door.
He kicked the door open.
And then the door hit the gun.
Yeah, the gun.
The gun
turned
like
round.
swizzled around, and then she pulled the trigger anyway and shot herself in the face, which was so funny. And I was just like, "What?" I thought, surely not. You know what really annoyed me about that was, so she climbed out the window or whatever, or climbed out the car. Why was she so far away? Because he was still on the
Right.
roof. He was still on the roof when she climbed
Yeah,
out. Why didn't you
yeah.
get out and go bang, 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 and
Especially-
shoot him with every bullet that you have?
Absolutely.
When he's like up
Yeah.
here and you're stood next to the car.
Yeah.
But
What-
then like
how did she get so? Why was
she
so
ran
far
away and then was like,
Oh,
fuck,
actually.
my husband's in there. Better
Yeah.
come back. Oh shit, he got stabbed up the eye, and I was like,
oof,
that was pretty gnarly.
Oof. I
Um,
hate it when they like stab someone and they should just and they
And
like
they go,
move around.
yeah,
And they like move around a bit, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like
But
that.
even then, her husband was a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, he
Because,
was.
you know, that nurse woman was like, ah! And he was like, no, Marion, no. I'm like, you're in the back seat, do something.
Yeah, he's
And then it
literally
wasn't
sat
until
wa-
she'd been stabbed like
watching
5
her
times
being
and he was like,
stabbed.
oh, let me get you with my stethoscope
Yeah.
thing. But then he was like looking at him in the eyes, like right next to him. I was like, fuck that shit. I was like, I'd put both my feet on the back of that chair and I'd pull with all my fucking might
Yeah.
with that round his neck and then be
Yeah.
like, babes, come shoot me in the fucking head, would ya?
In the face.
But, oh god, that was so fucking funny. But, because that was when I was like, this is just fucking stupid
Yep.
now.
Yeah, me too. That's when I thought it as well.
Because I was like, you know, with the two old people, fair
That
enough.
was
Because
quite horrible. I
because
don't
they were like,
that.
oh, it's the Laurie Strode, and they can see her house. Makes complete sense that he went there, I guess. Oh,
Oh, it was on the way, wasn't it?
yeah, and then
that's
everyone else just sort of seemed to, whatever. You know, with if it just felt if they
I
had-
felt more sorry for that old couple than I did for anyone else that I was supposed to care about.
yeah, it just astounds me that no one called the police.
Yeah.
Also, I don't believe for 1 second if you said we've got a mass murderer in this fucking if you're the police and you're like, oh, by the way, we've got someone who's just killed like 11 firefighters. The fucking SWAT teams would be there
Yeah.
in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
That town would be on full lockdown. People, like I said, the thing that's annoying is this whole like town mentality of like, oh, we're sick of Michael Myers. Oh, he's not gonna terrify this town. But he done it once 40 years ago.
Yeah.
What are you on about? And then like, you know, the bloke. It was just so stupid.
Yeah.
Because if it initially started with just those bunch of idiots, and then it slowly gained more thing, fair enough. But it just it just spiraled out of control, like right from the off. He was like, oh, we're going to go do this. And I was like, okay, I like this idea of like, you know, towns coming together or whatever. But then it was just a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
It was just really annoying. And it was like, I just couldn't be arsed. It's like, I guess the only thing I can say about it, I'm glad it pissed me off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I can't remember what film we said this about. Oh, it was Green Knight, wasn't it? I was like, it was just so boring and just so blah. I just didn't give a shit about any of it.
Yeah.
But it didn't piss me off enough. It didn't elicit enough of a reaction from me to be like...
I did feel very like meh after that film.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
annoyed.
like... It was just lazy.
Yeah.
It was lazy, it was stupid, and it was like...
Pointless. It was pointless.
It just makes you think like... You know what you think like, how do some films get made?
Yeah.
I'm like, fair enough for some like, no offense Netflix, but like some low budget Netflix films, and you're like, you've got an X amount of budget that you need to spend.
Yeah.
And you just think, yeah, fuck it, that'll do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but this is like a big property
Yeah, exactly.
that's like on the up, you know, and I'm like, I know that the fucking Halloween films have had a lot of shit sequels. But I thought we were beyond that.
Who's the like writer or like the thing that it's like based off? Who's the sort of creator of? It said it quite a few times in the
Oh,
credits.
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter.
I mean,
'Cause
he's
I'm
just
sure I saw like this fucking funny tweet about him the other day.
was just like sat there laughing, like, give me all the fucking money while you do dumb shit with the thing that
Pretty
I made.
much, yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, oh god, it just pissed me off. Like, it was just so fucking stupid. I think that's the thing that's more annoying, is because the previous one wasn't so stupid. Like I said,
Yeah, it wasn't. I think when...
Because
it's as soon as... With, like, horror films, it's always the case. As soon as there's loads and loads of people, it just becomes stupid and ridiculous.
Because you're like... You know, the whole firefighter thing, it made no sense. Because it was that classic, like... It was like that... It's like any sort of, like, video game bullshit sort of thing, where it's like, oh, this one guy's coming at me, so I'm just going to beat him up, and then I'll fight the other guy after. I'm like... Firefighters are known for, like, working as, like, a team and shit.
Yeah.
See a bloke coming out. I mean, first of all, the first firefighter just sprayed him with a hose. I was like, really? Cool.
We should have known from that point that the film
Well-
was just going to be ridiculous.
Well, I did have a sense, and I was like,
Like,
But then it was just like...
really?
But then it was just one by one by one. And I was like...
Yeah, like what?
I was like, I'm not being funny. When he's, like... After, like, yeah, okay, he stabbed the guy who was hosing you down in the face. There was 11 firefighters.
Yeah.
Well, two of them died in the fire because he killed them in there.
Yeah.
There were 9 of you outside. All of you had axes. What if you had a fucking chainsaw?
Yeah.
Why didn't a couple of you go at the same time?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
It's the classic, like, when there's... I think we were saying it
But
about...
better do one at a time.
Yeah.
Don't want to rush them.
Yeah.
Don't want to give them a chance.
Exactly. Like, if you're all there and there's fucking 10 of you against one person, just all go in at once. Like...
But the
film, innit?
It's that film shit at the end, where it was, because I was expecting when he was like going to get up, I thought, if this is a really cool, like, one take, like, big action fight scene,
I'm not gonna have that.
but like it wasn't. It was just. It wasn't even, you know, that like last montage of him killing people. Dude, I was like, that wasn't even filmed on the street. You can tell that was just in, like, a studio.
Yeah.
Because it was just a black light, some like cold breaths or whatever, and then just an off-screen torch, just so it was like lots of shadows. And I was like, you've not done this on the street. You've not done this on the set. This is just fucking lazy. Because I was like, all you're doing is just showing blood splatters and all this sort of stuff. I was like, you've not even done one scene in this very well at all.
No.
Because I was like, yeah, it would have been great if there was, like, you know, when she fucks off and goes sees her daughter, and then he just goes, and then he just massacres everyone. But you, like, you know, you still see him, like, getting beat up and shit. But it's just, you know, you can actually see what's going on. You see how he manages to kill all of the people there, not just a couple of other people. And then there were so many people outside the house. How did he manage to sneak in and then go in and kill her daughter again?
Yeah, exactly.
And then what's he going to do? He's just going to stand there for like another year?
I guess so. He's really determined to just stand in that window.
Just leave
really.
him to it.
Right?
Set up a sniper across the street. When he goes back, pop him the fucking head.
If that's all he wants to do, just let him stand in the window.
Because that's the thing that makes me think, is this just going to, this third film, is this just going to be on the same night? Again?
Yeah, I think so. I really think so.
Because if it is, this is just, well, I'm going to go see it, but it's just fucking lazy and it's stupid. And the thing that's more annoying is, you can tell that they've not written this as part of a trilogy.
No.
It was, they wrote the first thing and they were like, oh, you know what would be a good idea? Having it on one night. Which is a good idea. It's a really good idea, as long as you proportion it and you plot it out properly.
Yeah.
And you write a good
Not
film.
thought about it afterwards.
Yeah, and don't just think, oh, well, we'll just do this. Because I'm like, you know they're going to gear up, and probably the third one will be better than this one because it's going to be a big fight. It's going to be definitive, and that's going to be the end of it.
And it's going to be more of a one-on-one, again, a one-on-one situation.
Well, because there's no one left in the fucking town, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Well, you know, they're going to bring back some other fucking idiots. Oh, well, this is actually the person who was in the background of this shot from the first film, so we better bring them back. I'm like, you haven't got anyone else to bring back, so fucking leave it, because you've written yourself into this hole where you've said, well, none of this fucking matters. Like, none of this is canonical, other than the first film, so we're just going to get some oddball characters, some odd, obscure characters. They'll be like, oh, well, actually, this is a TV presenter from the TV back in the day. Oh, fuck off. It's really annoying me. Because it could have been so much better. And it should have been better. And the trailers ruined it. And I was just there like, I know how he gets out. Why are you wasting 45 minutes? Why are you wasting like 20 minutes not showing him escape? Show that at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then set it
set
it a year later. That would have made more sense. You show him killing everyone, he escapes from the fire, and then he goes in, and then that's it.
Because then they have more reason
and then you
to
go,
be
boom.
angry a year later. They're like, oh, do you remember when he killed all our fucking firefighters? Like, let's have him.
Yeah. Logic. Oh wait, there isn't any because it was written by a fucking idiot. In fact, it was written by 3 idiots. I can't believe how many people executive produced on this as well. It's like, fucking hell.
That's probably why it was a shit show, because there wasn't one definitive, like, leader.
It was, like, directed by the same guy. I'm pretty sure the guy who wrote this one wrote the Halloween one. I'm pretty sure it's the same people who wrote it. I'm like, really? I was like, you didn't think at any point that you were reading this and, like... Because I'm like, I know it's a horror trope to have stupid characters, but you usually have one good character.
Yeah.
None of them were good.
One. Well,
and it's usually,
Myers, wasn't it?
and usually the Halloween films is usually a strong heroine.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny. None of them were. None of them were good. Like you said, the daughter was fine for a bit, at least. But for most of the film, she was just sat in the car being like, oh, I'm pissed off about my dad. Ooh.
Yeah, left was just like, oh yeah, I want to get involved. I want to kill him. I want to do this. And then when it came down to it, she was a little bitch.
Yeah, like, again, you stabbed him twice.
Yeah.
But apparently everyone can fucking stab him, though. He didn't do much of a good job.
Hun, you literally...
You stabbed him in the first film.
You set your grandma's house on fire with him in it, and you thought he was dead, so why do you think stabbing him is gonna kill him or do anything? Like, you set him on fire and that didn't work, so...
You're dumb.
Stabbing him.
Like, even
It's not gonna work.
her mum, Laurie's daughter,
Karen.
Karen.
Why was she wearing a Christmas jumper?
I don't know. I think that must have been a joke in the first one, but I don't remember.
I think it was because
she was like, I hate Halloween, so it's just going to be Christmas.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh. I was like, you're exhausting because you're like, what are you trying to do exactly?
Yeah,
They've killed you, but I don't give a shit about.
Thank God she's dead.
And then Laurie, she didn't do anything. No one did anything in this film. It was so fucking, like, it was just boring.
And the people that did try to do something ended up being dead, so...
Yeah. Because they weren't good.
Yeah.
But, fuck it. Would you recommend?
No.
No, me either.
No.
Have
Have a few drinks first so you can really laugh at it.
Yeah, watch it with a few mates at home. Not in the cinema, because no one likes people talking in the cinema.
No.
Sit at home, watch it, and talk shit about it.
I wanted to talk the whole way through.
Me too. I was like, there was so many, I don't know if you heard me when I was like,
Yeah, laughing. Like,
I was like,
fucking like.
sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. No, I felt that too.
If an eye roll could be a film, this would be it.
Yeah. That
But,
was one big
yeah.
fat eye roll.
Yeah, you know, I'd heartily recommend just getting fucking shit faced and watching this. I would say take a shot every time someone does something stupid, but God, you won't be able to. You'd run out of alcohol.
You'd be drinking the whole time.
Yeah, you'd run out of alcohol, or you'd need your stomach pumped. No in between, really.
Yeah.
Ugh. Right, let's go. And there it was, our driving home review. Very interesting. Was it controversial? Possibly. This is pre-recorded, so deal with it. Anyway, thanks for listening. And if you want to get in touch, give us a follow on Insta, Twitter, or give us a like on Facebook, where we're Driving Home Reviews. It'd be great if you could subscribe and leave a nice juicy 5-star review, and maybe I'll buy you a pint. Is this bribery? Probably. But tune in next time for another Driving Home review. Bye bye!